Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, the chill campaign, where... oh god, this campaign has been a ride of highs and lows. Last episode, we managed to take New Zealand and Tasmania from the Brits. However, the Brits sent a very large fleet in order to stop us. Luckily, I crushed the entire fleet. Now we are back in one of the invasion zones of the Brits, because a British task force of 4 cruisers tried to get into this zone to, take my islands, Cook Island I believe it was. And we are going so slow currently, 9 knots. What ship? Okay, we have a heavy cruiser that somehow... Seriously? Well, you can do 9 knots, mate. Guess the entire fleet's doing 9 knots with this weather. Contact. Enemy cruiser, 10 nautical miles. Or kilometers, whatever this distance is. They never told me. I think I prefer kilometers myself. Although nautical miles would work. The good thing is, though, while fighting this fight against the Brits, I noticed I have roughly 80k of fleet power these days. So that means that I should be able to get the next fight with Argentina. It's like I'm standing still. Oh my god. The next fight with Argentina, I should be able to retake Chile. I now have the fleet power to do it. Also, hello light cruiser. Nice seeing you here. She's dying. Oh, she's dying. Good. Okay. That is 4 British heavy cruisers, light cruisers, down the drain. Oof, we just lost... Yeah, we're losing a lot of transport ships currently. Yeah, I blame all these kind of fleets that are around. But yeah, I really need to turn this fleet into a port. Yeah, no. Just get the fleet into a port. Or 2. So we can repair, refuel, the usual. Bit annoyed that I did not get to kill these ships yet. So let's keep hunting them down. There's nothing else here. This invasion will fail. There's another Russian battleship coming in. That will make 3 battleships. Yeah. Okay. Okay, folks. Okay. I'm gonna build 3 extra destroyers. And, oh, hold on. General Brown. Get commissions. Get into service. You are over here, I take it. Yep. I really have too many ships in my fleets currently. So what I'm gonna do from this division, move the torpedo boats out of the way. a bit worried about the minus 30 million that I have, but look at my economy. It's really down a lot. We're gaining plus 220 crew members, though. That is very good. And that is the reason why I'm actually building another battleship. Also, yikes. Please don't lose all this money straight away. Then I'll be in trouble. 12 ships, yeah, all those ships from the fight, they need to be repaired. We do have a meeting coming up. Sweden, no, for the love of God, no. I'd like some peace. Some peace and quiet. Also, that was a bloody risk, but it worked. I just want some peace for a couple of turns. I want my economy, like, how bad is my economy? It's still growing, oddly enough. Economy of conquest, or I suppose. Now, in one turn, a lot of my ships will be repaired, but... yeah. No. Suspend construction on all these ships. Suspend construction on you. How bad is that? Okay, that is still bad. Suspend. That is still over capacity. Suspend another battleship. Okay, I'm willing to go with that. That's only minus 100. Why minus 100? Yeah, no. I can't afford to lose 100 million, mate. Set roll. Defense. 80. Okay, losing 80 million here. That's still not great. Seriously? There's nothing else I can do. Everything is... well, yeah, there is something I can do. I can simply scrap the ships, but I don't want that. Are you in port? Yes, you are. There is still one light cruiser here. Screw that. We're gonna dock. I'd love to attack that heavy cruiser. But I'm a bit scared of that Russian armada here. That's... so I'd rather not split off my fleet just yet. Not when they're low on fuel. Also, I'm surprised we did not get a peace deal with Great Britain. But hey, it is what it is. Alright, let's hit the end turn. Shipbuilding capacity, 0. Tonnage, and we're still losing a lot of money. Yeah, we really need to get things under control quickly. That means eliminating the Russian fleet, spreading my fleet out again, getting my ships in docks that are not over capacity, everything. There are times I hate this game. So, when I last paused the recording, I was spreading out my fleet again in a more defensive posture around the map. Then all of a sudden, the Russians decided to attack me. I mean, sure. So I got my battleships here, I'm ready to crush them. And I was like, okay, fair enough, I'll restart the recording when this engagement happens. And then I looked here. 8 out of 11 turns. Sure, nothing to worry about. Austrian, you know, the usual ships are sailing around here. Oh. a massive British fleet is going here next turn. And that's literally like 11 heavies, 14 lights, right? Great Britain. 11 heavies, 14... Yeah, that's pretty much their entire light fleet coming in. But I have to defend against the Russians first. Who somehow... Well, no, the attacker tonnage is 150,000 apparently, with 2 battleships. Well, they also have 15 light cruisers here, so yeah. I need to crush the Russians and then move towards the Brits. So I might actually lose a colony, but I'm confident I can retake it almost immediately. In other news, ship construction has resumed. Only 1 destroyer is still being repaired. Only ships that are still out there not doing anything are small ships. We got a couple of ships in Christchurch still. Seeing it's not really being used, being an issue, I'm gonna move them here to intercept hopefully the Austrians or the Norwegian ships. Getting a victory point against those would be kind of nice as well, after all. I'm just very glad Japan is not getting involved. Financially, yeah. Back to 50%, please. We were losing so much money, I had to use a turn or so to actually put it all down to 0. But let's hope we can get that Russian fleet now. If we don't, I'll be grumpy. Okay, getting grumpy in 3, 2, yay! The Russian fight! She's here! Oh, lovely. Now, the same thing that happened to the Brits will happen to the Russians. However, I got a much smaller fleet here. But it will have to do. It will have to do. 6 battleships, escorted by 2 light cruisers. The enemy is to my left, okay. Yeah. Mark 1, you're the Mark 2, so detach. You have Mark II guns. Okay, 2 battleship divisions. Each battleship division will get a single light crew. No! I hate it when he does that. Right, detach. Two. Alright, there we go. Enemy was to my left, right? Yes, enemy is to the left. Let's take a look. Russian battleships in this mod. They are tier 1 guns. Ah. Oh, what a lovely hull. I would love to play with that hull, but yeah. 4 years ago, I promised myself, as long as the, in my opinion, unfair war from Russia against Ukraine is happening, I'm not playing anything Russian. So, yeah. Cultural boycott. It's not much. But it's one of the little things I can do and will do. This hull is looking fun, though. I admit, it is looking fun. Stereoscopic rangefinder. Interesting. For now, though, let's go 5 times speed. Turn off torpedoes. And it's my light cruisers that are spotting. They have some nice spotting distance going for them. Tighten up formations. Battlecruiser, don't do it! Battleship, pardon me. She's hitting it, isn't she? I got my sound turned off, actually. It should still be playing for you girls and boys, but for me it is off. Yeah, it was definitely a ram. Wow, did you go through the light cruiser there? Also, talking about light cruiser, the enemy, not just the battleships, right? They also had a shit ton of light cruisers with them. With 5-kilometer range torpedoes. That is serious. We are well within torpedo range, so that's this division, right? Yeah. You will detach. You will detach. Do an immediate emergency turn. Get out of there. Torpedoes in the water. Okay, yeah, we have a serious problem here. The Russian ships are both fast, fueled up, and they have a lot of torpedoes. Santiago, turn. Full turn, full turn, full turn. Torpedoes, there. Lost sight of the torpedoes. U-turn, U-turn. First enemy cruiser sunk. Okay. You were joined there. This light cruiser is a nice lead point for Santiago. Serena, on your own. A good hit on a light cruiser again. These Russian light cruisers have only standard bulkheads. That's good for me. Very fast-paced battle here. That has, of course, something to do with the fact that we're at 10 times speed, but yeah, it's a very fast-paced battle. As we start to engage the enemy battleships next. At least a couple of shots. Russians are charging in again. Start to turn away. Little ships, stop using... Okay. Did I use AP ammo now? No. AP ammo. Thank you. The destruction of this one battleship, or at least getting a flood on that one battleship, will be very useful to me. So please do so. Thank you. There's another flooding. Good. break formation. Yeah, the fleet is changing target to the next battleship there. Okay. We're being hunted, folks. We're being hunted. And it's the torpedo range that scares me more than anything has scared me this campaign so far. Alright, close in, close in, close in. Do some serious damage against that battleship. She's out of formation compared to the cruisers. Let's slow down to 5 times speed, shall we? She has a lot of secondaries, though. I only have a 3-kilometer range torpedo, so it won't really matter much. No, turn this way. Torpedo away. Good. Torpedo detonation. A good hit on the enemy battleship. That battleship is really mauled now. Not down yet, though. Not down yet. But we're getting there. Look at that. Some of her 11-inch guns detonated, it seems. Or at least her ammo did. And there we go. Moskva is down. Couldn't have happened to a better named ship. Some good hits on the light cruisers is breaking them from their charge. Main guns from this fleet. Please target the enemy battleship if you can. Alright, looking good. Looking good, folks, looking good. In terms of ammo, we're doing fine. Three, two, one. Turn to second fleet as well now. Tuki here is taking a bit of damage. And the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start to turn for the second fleet. Because we're going after that battleship. A couple of good hits there. Careful. Hitting a couple of cruisers with our secondaries. As we continue to harass the battleship with our main guns. And some secondaries, apparently. Let's go back to 5 times speed, please. Guns, secondary guns, please. There we go. Lieutenant Ilian is out of the fight, I think. That is a flash fire, I believe? No, it wasn't. I thought I saw a flash fire. It was enough to stop that torpedo charge, though, and... Yeah, see, there's the flash fire. I thought I saw... Interesting. No need to turn that far. Ooh, we're getting split up a bit. The Russian battleship is taking heavy damage, will go down soon. Let's enjoy the sounds of her demise. Just the amount of fire coming in from that Russian battleship is pretty insane. I suppose that is the beauty of that ship. Also, you are going fast as well. Ooh, good flooding hit there, flooding hit there. I'm not necessarily targeting the battleship anymore right now. Like trying to do damage to the light cruisers, because they are circling around. They're defending the battleship right now. If they keep the battleship somewhat alive for a while longer while doing damage here. We can do so much fun stuff. So much fun stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Single battle line. 5 times speed, please. Look at that. Most of the enemy cruisers are damaged, meaning most of those cruisers will not charge me at full speed anymore. Meaning I am willing to get a bit closer now. Not too much. Go. Good hits, good hits. Enemy heavy cruiser spotted. Haven't seen those in action yet. Don't want to see them in action yet, so there is a complete light cruiser group as well. Yeah, we're gonna focus on this group here first. Let's get a bit closer so my light cruisers can actually start shooting as well. I like that idea. What point is having a light cruiser if you can't shoot it, right? If it can't shoot. Also, did that battleship just... again? Bloody dreadnought. We are very close to the end. That's fine, except for the dreadnought doing stupid things. What is your speed? Why are you at 20 knots? You muppets. I'm so annoyed with that I stopped looking at the actual enemy ships that are closing in. That said, if we can please kill that bloody battleship now, I would be very, very happy. This division though, let's change up targets. Come on. The problem is not that we can't destroy these Russians, because we can. It's obvious, right? We're crushing them. The thing is, we're using up all our shells, and I need to move this fleet towards the British fleet as quickly as possible. And that complicates things. Also, the fact that this battleship is still alive is impressive. For all the wrong reasons, but it is impressive. Shoot our secondaries to nuke this ship here. Did she just launch torpedoes? No. No. And no. They're not a threat torpedo-wise. Hit point wise either, as the Rus sinks. Flooding's good. Is that light cruiser gone? Yes, she is. Ships auto-select rounds. Because we're out of AP ammo. I mean, yikes. Right, you got plenty of AP remaining, you got plenty of AP remaining. Okay, that's good, that's good, that's good. Enemy heavy cruisers are engaging. They finally made it to the battlefield. I wish I could get closer, but sadly, there are some ships with some good torpedoes around still. Not a lot, though. Not a lot. But we're missing 2 squadrons. I do not know where they are. Oh, of course, we made a turn, so our battle cruiser is being retarded again. Battleship, pardon me. Torpedo away. I was getting tired of the gunfight. hopefully this will help to sink that bloody battleship. Thank you. When in doubt, fire a fish. Yep, now we see the enemy fleet die again. Their shield is gone. Although they're dying. Oh god! Torpedoes! That was a dot torpedo attack. Dot torpedo attack. But still, where did that come from? Who fired? Okay, you, Aurora. You were still a long-range torpedo ship. Just focus on Aurora then. Santiago, how are your ammo? Your 9 inches are out. Aurora is out. Hello. Thank you. My god. That was awfully close. Back to 5 times speed. Torpedo detonation, good. And she's down. Like to full get to die here. Enemy light cruiser division on my left. Volga actually has some serious torpedo armament remaining. Seriously tempting fate here. She is targeting Laos. Oh, thank God. She's down. Okay. Heavy cruisers, you are next. 10 times speed. Well, my battleships actually took a hit. A nasty hit from 3-inch guns. And then there is the light cruiser group here with maybe another group behind them as well. Enemy is coming in hard and fast. Goes the first hit. Excellent work. Come on. Controls are a bit sluggish now and then today. Don't know why. Torpedoes. Yeah. Goodbye. Away from the torpedo attack. Thank you, Munchlies. Did not like you doing that, though. course, this is my coastal defense ship with her 8-inch guns. Heavily armored, but maybe not the best ship to fight a strong, heavy cruiser. That is what it is. Another heavy cruiser sinks. Fleets. All fleets. Fire at that target. Seriously, why are you shooting at this cruiser? Not a threat. Fire at the thing that is a threat, please. Again, I don't really care about losing this ship, but I'd rather not. I need her tonnage. To the torpedoes. She still has a large amount. She's still targeting that one battleship. Of course my battleship is doing stupid things again. Yo, can we please start hitting? Oh my god. Is out, of course. Good break formation. And try the other fleet. Okay, there we go. There we go. Some damage done. Some damage done. Santiago, no! Ooh! Dodged the torpedo attack on the Santiago, barely. Well done. I know I'm taking a heavy risk here, but I want to force a kill, essentially. What are you targeting, Atacama? Either she fired, or they all blew up. Either way, I can't take the risk. Slow down. Turn in. Okay. Oh my god! The torpedoes went this way! You did not do that, mate. Ah! I would have sworn you were targeting... Ah. Shit. This one, yeah, this one targeted... Yeah, but this one targeted another ship. Yeah, okay. That makes bloody sense. Luckily, the damage is minimal. But there is damage. Enemy is apparently to the east. Enemy smoke to the north. Come on, it's just a little group of light cruisers, but let's hope we can find them. Loose formation. Contact. We found them. Time left, 45 minutes. We should be able to sink at least these 3 ships. No idea what the other division is. "40 minutes. Where's my other division? There and there, okay. We're flooding head there, good. Seeing shells coming in from the other battle group now. Ahead formation. Change course. 30 minutes remain. Third battle group. Titan formation. Ahead formation. Go, go, go. Such a risk attacking this fleet. Too many torpedoes. I want to speed it up because I'm tired. Which is a bad decision, honestly. That's sad, with this division gone as well. One enemy division that I have not seen, or at least that ran away. Okay. Enemy to the north, but in 20 minutes I doubt I'll be able to catch anything. So let's just end the battle here. Yeah, 2 light cruisers escaped. That is unfortunate, actually. But 70,000 victory points. This was a hell of a fight. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. The Brits have arrived. Bloody hell. See, that's what happens when you rush things, you muppets. Okay. My battleships all move to port to repair. No! Yeah, I'm definitely gonna lose this island here. Let's move the ship out. That's there. We can take it back. That's okay. We can take it back. And I'm surprised that the Russians did not ask for peace after that defeat. Well, they still got 50 ships, but they're at war with a lot of people. Look at that, France is finally starting to rebuild as well. Good, yeah. Oh, God. That is so many ships that I need. Okay, I need the the modern battleship, right? I suspend these. I suspend you. It's still nowhere near. Okay, what am I building? You. Suspend. Close. suspend those. This way I can get my dreadnought up and running next turn. Whew. Yeah, this is what happens when you have small dockyards, people. But I can't afford bigger dockyards. Not right now. There's not much I can afford, really, in this campaign. Ugh. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. With all said and done, we have managed to secure against the Russian invasion. So that's a good start. That's a good start. Sadly, we are not quite capable currently of holding off this giant British fleet as well. I need to repair. I am going to lose one of my colonies, that is for sure. And the sad thing is, Easter Island is like my starting island that I'm about to lose here. I got plenty of other lands, so that's okay, I suppose, but it's just, you know, a matter of pride. Brits, you just make me grumpy. In other news, talking about being grumpy about the Brits, their naval invasion here is not really doing much. Neither is their ground invasion, luckily. That surprises me. Oh god. Oh no. Great Britain? Peace? Pretty please? All of a sudden they got a very strong fleet out and about. As Brazil is attempting to... Denmark? Oh yeah, there's still Denmark here. Okay, Brazil is fighting Denmark. Check. And with that, I wish you all a very fond farewell, I suppose. And I'll see you next time. What the hell? Belgium is taking China. Awesome. I love this game. Take care, folks. Take care.